A great video I did yesterday about the current situation with the fuel creeping up again. And it's all down to do with OPEC, the dollar per barrel price going up and everything else. Some wonderful views, some wonderful comments, all of which I want to go through with you now. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me again, and as always I appreciate and thank you for all your support. Please make sure you continue to subscribe, make sure the notification bells hit so you keep up with what's going on here, and please make comments. It's what counts, and your interaction with everyone else. Well, a video yesterday I did about the petrol forecourts. The price is doing this again and the reason behind it, and what I wanted to do was go through some of your comments that you made, so here goes. Okay, Gus. That's to make sure we the people get screwed and can't afford to go to work and start relying on the universal credit so they can control what we do and stop the payment for non-compliance. Does make it more difficult to move about, doesn't it, if some people can't afford to run their cars? But I know what you're saying. Barry Morris. Surely a business with unlimited resources, when being attacked by another vendor, aka electric, would drop the price. It's all very odd and a monopoly to tax the lower income families. Momo9413. Interesting how when you try to claim fuel expenses back from the NHS, that it doesn't cover the original cost. I'd love to know what fuel expenses are in the NHS. I mean, everyone else, you just claim a basic flat mileage rate, don't you? Is that how it works there? Mark, cap it, Sunak, the tax grabber, making the next cost of living crisis. Giuseppe, what's going on? Les, etc., forcing folk to use more fuel by driving round, increasing demand, and with supply dropping, the price goes up. It's another manipulation by the elites to leave the rest of us broke while they rake it in. It's certainly making stuff difficult. Wendy Devereux, 159 a litre in Cornwall, sometimes even 162. Asda's are going totally self-service, meaning they charge your card with £99 and then supposedly refund the difference when you take the amount you've got. 5 to 7 days for the refund. No cash sales. No assistant to help disabled people to fill up their car. No safety. It's all loads up. Done. Use your mobile phone to call for help. That don't sound good, does it? I mean, it's very much going down the cashless, self-service, we're all in the shit society route, isn't it? PW601. Tesco's used to offer cheaper petrol so that you could do your shopping there. Tesco's now offer cheaper food and you pay back what you've saved and more when you fuel up there. The price charged by them varies from store to store. You're dead right, I've noticed that. I've seen 2 Tesco's today alone. Unsurprisingly, if you're near a wealthy area, it's higher. It's probably a good idea to drive somewhere else and fuel up there. Tesco soon act of their fuel sales drop, and surprise, surprise, the price goes down. I bet they'd all do that, wouldn't they, if you were pushed. Kent Hills, hey Andy, just back from a day's fishing mid-channel, and yes, the pantomime continues. Can't say any more or show mid-channel video, as Skipper says, instant ban. Anyway, we live on the Isle. To be honest, there's not much annual work here. Seasonal is great. It's quite difficult to leave the Isle for work. Trains are also expensive for our residents to work away from the Isle. Car travel is necessary, and we seem to be paying so much, although the nearest car fuel refinery is on the Isle of Grain, not far, 60 miles by road, or by taxi. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? All part and parcel of the ongoing Build Back Better. You could be right. Johnny Jeopardy, very informative video, Andy. You bang on over target with OPEC. They're the real reason Mr. H got taken out. Well, that and the power of the petrodollar. Andy, it's all down to certain countries in the world wanting to screw USA, and that has screwed everyone else. Good old Sleepy Joe. Stu, it's the supermarkets running a cartel. I no longer buy fuel from any supermarket. In fact, I no longer buy anything from supermarkets. I'll take the hit and buy from little stores. What's that? Shop local. Blade and Racer. Get on with it. Get on with what? City Blue. We have an Esso garage on the A12, which is 12p a litre cheaper than our Tesco's. That's a hell of a margin, isn't it? Mark, they still want their money. They're not getting from the dummies who drive EVs. They've pushed up the price of fuel and electricity. John Bumblebee. So the only people to suffer from the sanctions on Russia are us, with high commodity prices. Fair play, why have we got such incompetent leaders? Who has got the average Joe's back? With autumn and winter ahead, there'll be more drama made for all the commodities to go through the roof to enable the greedy energy markets and suppliers and governments to fleece us yet again and then blame Putin because of a shortage. They are all full of deceit. Theo Davis. No worries, it's summer holiday tax. Like Christmas tax, there's no competition. It's all about how much they think they can get from you. 99p a litre in COVID lockdown couldn't ditch the stuff quick enough. I'm just glad it's not something about adding washing up liquid to the fuel to clean up the emissions. Well, could you fathom that? Damo, I'm just here for the intro and channel update every video. Fair enough. Robin Whelan, that means inflation will start again, food will go up, and people will ask for more money again. The quick Donald Trump gets in, the prices will lower like it did last time. What happens in America happens here. So, well, he's in a bit of trouble, isn't he? Let's see how good they are at trying to polish him off. That's what it's all about. They don't want him back there. Simon Green, boycott one of the main sellers and watch their price tumble. Simple. They'll all match the market. 666 Evo 666. Goodbye working class. In the future, there'll only be the rich and the poor. Papa Pabs 152 Tesco Slough. It's like that in pretty much everywhere. Carla Arthur, never come down as quick, even when the price per barrel comes down considerably. Notice where I live, Shell seems to be putting the price up every other day. It's now about 155.9 for petrol. Diesel is a couple of pence dearer. Tom, yeah, I noticed. It didn't sit at 138 for long, did it? No, it didn't. Did you ever see the garages during lockdown? They're £1 a litre, and we knew we were never going to take advantage of that. Rob Gustafson, don't worry, folks. It won't affect the cost of living. I assume you're being sarky there. Reuben Cover, how about we drill for more oil in our country and frack for gas too, and open up the coal mines for our people, get jobs, and the money stays in our country, and it helps the planet as the resources aren't shipped from the other side of the world. Morris Stanley, prices have for many years, if not forever, increased steadily through the summer period, and particularly through August, and start a steady trend down from the back end of September, and it's not just fuel. Keep an eye out for that. Stevie Thorne, Sainsburys is the cheapest around. It's still in the 40s. Jeff Sperry, remember every time it goes up, the government gets more tax. Ain't that the truth? And we'll have one more. Let me see. Yes, here we go. John Andrews. Hi, Andy. Yet another great informative video, that, mate. I'm in Gillingham, Kent, not far from you, and diesel is 152. I use quite a bit of diesel, probably 300 quid a month. I think it's an absolute joke. I do, however, believe that the government, or at least Mr. Rip-Off Khan, thief and liar, are in cahoots with the fuel suppliers to try and push through this EV crap and get everyone out of petrol and diesel cars. I mean, he says he wants to be car free by 2030. That's one way of doing it, so he thinks. Keep up the good work, mate. See you again soon. See you again soon. Well, you're all of similar mind there. And, you know, you're not silly. You can see exactly what is happening. Anyway, let me know if you've got any other comments. I'm off. I'll see you shortly with one more. Toodaloo.